Here's a close look at Zach Moore warming up. Zach Moore is a wrestler from Muldrow, Oklahoma, and he will now face LaRoy Davis in the semifinal of the Carjitsu Invitational. LaRoy Davis, Dexter, Missouri, mixed martial artist, a member of Team Dark Horse MMA, and a charismatic energy here at Carjitsu Championship. These two are going head-to-head right now as part of the Carjitsu Invitational. As you can see, the 4 quarterfinal matches have ended, and the winner's bracket semifinal is about to begin.
We're obviously excited. This is the second day of the Carjitsu Championship Tournament. The first fight is with 2 winners. We have LaRoy Davis. We have Zach Moore. They're both ready to go. Good sportsmanship, and we're going to flip the coin to see who gets to choose which position to start off with. LaRoy, what is it? Call it in the air. It's already in there. It's tails. Tails. So, Zach, you get to choose.
Let's do driver's seat.
Driver's seat. Okay, you go ahead. Now, a lot of damage happened in that car yesterday, so go ahead and check it out. See if everything's okay. Anything new that you need to be aware of. And while he's doing that, how'd you sleep last night, man?
It was iffy. I had a dream, man.
You had a dream?
I had a dream. It was all strategy for this. I was thinking, like, if I can get myself out of the car window, because I was barely pushed out of there last time.
Right.
I'm a front flip off the roof, hit a cartwheel, swoop back in with legs spread, and just grab him like a spider monkey.
Wow. You think you can pull that off?
I mean, yeah, I can.
Okay, man. I'd love to see it. We'll get a lot of views, I think. So good luck with that.
Thank you.
All right, man. Take care. All right. Zach.
And Zach, your time's up. Oh, sorry.
Everything look okay in there?
I just learned some new stuff.
Okay, wow, nice, perfect. And did you have to cut weight for this?
I did.
How much? You had to cut weight. What are you weighing now?
182.
But you fight at what weight?
145.
145. You were kidding me.
Yes, sir.
So you usually cut that much weight?
Absolutely.
So it's good to maybe just cut a little bit of weight for this one?
Yeah.
All right, so you're feeling good.
Amazing.
Okay, awesome. Well, you look good. You look good yesterday. So congratulations on yesterday. Good luck on this one. I think we're taking it up a notch, but good luck, okay? All right, let's do this.
Let's take a look at the rules of Carjitsu. The competitors begin seated with safety belts fastened. When the match starts, they unbuckle and engage, using any part of the vehicle to their advantage. Points may be awarded during the match, but have no bearing on the outcome. It takes a submission to win the round at Carjitsu Championship. If the bout is even after 2 rounds, we go to a 3rd round and possibly sudden death to decide a winner. Round 1 of this semifinal Carjitsu matchup is about to begin. This match is scheduled for 2 3-minute rounds. If there is no clear winner, we will go to a 3rd round in the back seat. And we're off. Right away, both competitors try to block the other's hand from getting out of the seatbelt, but with both shoulder straps released, they are now butting heads in the front seat. Looks like a Darce choke attempt here from Zach Moore. It's going to be very, very difficult in the car. LaRoy Davis has just scooted back the passenger seat, but he is currently in a bad position. A lot of pressure from LaRoy Davis. Looks like he's breaking out of the choke. And now Zach Moore is on his back looking for the rear naked. Here he goes. LaRoy Davis climbing out the passenger side window. Another bad position for LaRoy Davis. Zach Moore on his back. Hooks are now in. You'll notice Moore was just given 4 points for obtaining back mount. Keeping in mind, these are seasonal points. These do not have any bearing on the match itself. It takes a submission to win the round at Carjitsu Championship. Bad situation for LaRoy Davis. It looks like Zach Moore's in a very dominant position and not willing to relinquish it. He's now moved over to mount, and he's in the front passenger seat with LaRoy, trying to deploy the seatbelt and get it around the throat of LaRoy Davis. LaRoy is known at Carjitsu Championship as the seatbelt assassin, so there is no doubt that he's ready for this. It does look like he's got a big Zachary Moore right up in his grill, and now they're struggling for the seatbelt here. Each man trying to wrap it around the throat of the other. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of a battle here, and there's only 1 minute, 22 seconds left in the competition. LaRoy Davis behind on the cards, 8 points to naught. But again, these cards matter only on the season's leaderboard. At the end of the season, the player with the most points faces the champion for the title. LaRoy Davis is definitely being detained in the passenger seat. Now both seatbelts have been deployed, and we've got a little bit of a struggle here. It looks like Zach Moore is in a dominant position and very, very close to an Ezekiel seatbelt choke. A little bit of a level change there as LaRoy Davis tries to shrimp out, but now Zach Moore pressing him into the back seat. 35 seconds left in the match, in the first round. No clear winner in round one, but a dominant performance by Zach Moore. Again, LaRoy Davis in the braids, Zach Moore in the maroon panties. 15 seconds remaining. Zach Moore pressing down on the forehead of LaRoy Davis, trying to wrap the seatbelt around the carotid. He's close here. We've got 4 seconds. And it looks like LaRoy Davis is going to escape. No winner in round one. Very athletic and creative, LaRoy Davis, dismounting out the passenger window. Now, between rounds, there is no break at Carjitsu Championship. Only enough time for each of the competitors to get back in their opposite starting positions. So as soon as they are both buckled in, we will start the second round. And here we go.
Buckle up.
Okay, Moore gets the jump on the seatbelt dismount. Oh, and it looks like LaRoy Davis has the passenger side seatbelt. Oh my, almost all the way around the neck. It was almost a wrap. And instead, here we have the Oklahoma wrestler again obtaining some points.
4 points for Moore.
Zach Moore with 12 points on the season's leaderboard. LaRoy Davis with no points. But the story here is the dominant wrestling of Zach Moore. He's got an arm lock here. He's going to work on a shoulder lock here. LaRoy Davis is going to give up the back here to avoid that shoulder lock. And you can listen to the breathing of these competitors. Currently 82 degrees inside the car. The temperature is rising. And LaRoy Davis is again in a bad position.
Has 2 legs.
All right, Zach Moore's asking for some more points here. He's got back mount. That's another 4 points. Zach Moore, 16 points. LaRoy Davis, 0 points. At this point, LaRoy just needs out of back mount, and he's going to slam Zach Moore into the sunroof to try to escape, and it looks like Zach Moore is now pissed. As the breathing continues to be more and more labored, LaRoy's looking for a little bit of a toss here. He's in a horrible position with 1 minute and 36 seconds remaining in round 2. Another rear naked choke attempt by Zach Moore. Oh, and another slam into the sunroof by LaRoy Davis. And the breathing is becoming more and more labored throughout the match. The temperature inside the car is climbing, and LaRoy Davis is unable to attempt any finishing techniques. He's just surviving from the beginning of the match. All he's been able to do is be defensive as Zach Davis just completely assaults him in the driver's seat of the car. Never before has a Carjitsu match looked more like a crime in progress. 50 seconds left in round 2. Another slam up against the sunroof, and LaRoy Davis is still in a horrible position. The winner of this match will move on to the final round. The loser of this match will go into the non-winners bracket. And at the end of the tournament, the winner of the losers bracket will face the winner of the tournament for the absolute title. 85 degrees inside the vehicle. LaRoy Davis making absolutely no progress here in round 2. Zach has racked up 16 points, and there are only about 10 seconds left remaining. That means we'll be moving into the back seat for round 3.
Time.
And there you have it. After 2 rounds, no winner. 0-0. We'll start round 3 in the back seat just as soon as each competitor can get in place. All right, after 2 rounds, we are still 0-0. There has been no submission, so now we will go into a 3rd round, 4 minutes in the back seat. If there is no submission in the 4-minute 3rd round, we will immediately go to sudden death, where the first point scored will win the match. Many of the fans thought that this would be the final round of the tournament, and who knows, it still could be. This is a double elimination tournament. 3rd round's about to start.
Is he ready?
No seatbelt. And we're off. Both fighters trying to get top position here. Zach Moore looking for an underhook on the backside. LaRoy Davis looking for the seatbelt with his right hand. He's going to pull that seatbelt around the throat of Zach Moore, looking for that choke again. And Zach Moore is going to just go ahead and shrug off the seatbelt here. Yeah, he's through. And now he pushes down LaRoy Davis's head and applies a front headlock. And now the power struggle. The temperature inside this vehicle is rising, and you can hear the breathing is more and more labored. It is absolutely miserable at this point inside the car. Neither grappler wanting to go to their back. Zach Moore trying to take the back here, pressing LaRoy to the window. LaRoy looks for the rear naked, but abandons it, and now LaRoy Davis is going to slowly move to his back, which is a horrible position in round 3 at Carjitsu Championship. Zach Moore looking to take the back. He's got 16 points on the leaderboard, looking to make just a few more points here for himself, and LaRoy Davis is just looking to find a position to attack. Both grapplers very athletic, very competitive. Neither wants to walk away without the title tonight. But so far, Zach Moore is absolutely putting on a wrestling clinic against LaRoy Davis. And there's 4 more points for Mount, 20 points for Zach Moore, 0 points for LaRoy Davis. And Davis has spent the majority of this match in Mount. Still no clear winner. But if LaRoy Davis does not get out from under Zach Moore, he's going to find himself in a bad position in 2 minutes when we hit sudden death. LaRoy Davis refusing to give up on the seatbelt. His moniker at Carjitsu is the seatbelt assassin. And he's finished several with that seatbelt. Here he comes again. Making a little bit of distance here, pushing Zach Moore away. But of course, Zach Moore, his strategy here is to smother. 90 seconds left in the match. 20 points, Zach Moore, 0 points, LaRoy Davis. But LaRoy Davis is hard to kill, and he is still absolutely in this match. We are nearing 90 degrees inside the car, absolutely miserable. And there is no doubt that LaRoy Davis is feeling every single.
That was nice.
Yeah, LaRoy Davis just commented to Zach Moore that was nice. Every inch of movement by Zach Moore is being reacted to by LaRoy Davis, and he almost had the seatbelt. And of course, LaRoy Davis giving him a compliment. Close but no cigar. Coming up on 30 seconds left in the match. Zach is looking for the finish here, but LaRoy is very, very difficult to finish, and LaRoy just needs to get on top so that when sudden death begins, he has an opportunity to score. Again with the seatbelt, LaRoy's looking for the finish, always. But Zach Moore maintaining his position. We're now about 15 seconds away from sudden death. And I can tell you as a wrestler that Zach Moore more than likely is going to hold this position and then pull Mount for the win. Here we go. 5 seconds.
From this moment on, whoever gets the first point wins the match.
LaRoy's in a bad spot. We are now in sudden death. Oh, and the thermometer has just overheated at 91 degrees. Holy smokes. Sudden death looking for a point here. The next point scored is the winner and will move on to the finals.
Her leg's still down. How's that left looking?
Right leg is in place for Zach Moore. If he touches his left knee to the seat, he will be the winner of the match. But he's looking for the finish here with the seatbelt. Oh, and he scores the point. 24 points for Zach Moore, 0 points for LaRoy, and Zach Moore wins with mount in sudden death. Let's go back down to the car and our host, Dallin Getling, with the post-fight interview.
That was a match.
What can I say, man? I buckled up the seatbelt assassin. I buckled him up, baby.
But you couldn't finish him. He was tough.
He was tough, bro. Very strong.
Well, you were scoring now. I know your strategy initially was to get the submissions, right?
Yep.
That's what you aimed to do, but he was just too tough, so you were just racking up the points.
I think he learned that you can't fight with the seatbelt from the bottom position. Top guy always has control.
Right?
So the seatbelt can be your best friend or your worst enemy.
Right.
It just happened to be my best friend tonight.
Okay, but you had to go. This is the longest we've had a match go, and you've got several more coming up. Luckily you won, so you'll get.
I've got two more.
No, two more. That means you're going to win the next two. Is that
Two
right?
more.
All right,
Two
man.
more.
All right, well, catch your breath. We're in for a rough afternoon, but you had a great start, and if you can just recover, I think you'll be great, man.
Do I stay in the seat or do we get on the line?
No, get back in line. You're going to have a break. There's going to be some other matches before here, quite a few. So.
Gotcha.
Yep. Okay.
Let's go.
Zach Moore, your winner.